All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Detroit Lions. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 120. Listen.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now Wentz on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Protein spill. Zebra.
53's mine.
32.
53's mine.
Come on, boy.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a give right side. It's Grant, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st down, Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st down, Grant. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. On 2nd down now. It's Howard. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He shakes him off. Now he'll escape to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jared Davis. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, we would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Running with Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Wentz now on 1st down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Wentz now to throw. Aguilar has it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
First down, Detroit.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Wentz. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Grant. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Being chased out left. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They go back to Grant. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half-2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to Jeffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This one out quickly to Amendola. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Are you getting 59?
To the air again, Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 48 yards. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Wentz. It's hauled in by Doxson. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Howard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stafford now to throw. This one complete to Lacey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Stafford now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Here's Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They will run it. It's McKissick. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Watch the twist.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
He's coming. We got double up.
They go with Howard again. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's Cameron Johnston now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. Jones has it. A huge play there in overtime. 44 yards.
1st and goal, Detroit.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's second and goal at the 9-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through. Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it. So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take